Hello everyone, my name is Angela Peavy. I'm a level 1 dance student and I reside in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I've been dancing consistently since about 2010 when we joined the New Testament Church of Milwaukee, where Julius R. Malone is the pastor. We joined, and then I joined their dance ministry, Feet of Praise. But God had called me back in 1998, where I was approached by a dance leader Linda Wade at that time. She said, "You're a worshiper and you should consider joining our dance ministry." And with great reluctancy, fear and that kind of thing, I ultimately, prayerfully, I did join. God won that struggle. And so under her teaching of ballet and basics of dance, worldly dance versus biblical dancing, and just all the basics that I needed, but I was not going consistently until I joined New Testament Church of Milwaukee. And that's when the journey began for me in terms of being free to move in dance. And one of those opportunities came when we attended Lynn Hayden's dance conference in Fremont. I believe it was Ohio or Indiana, one of the two. The Fragrance of Movement was the title of that conference, and we were so amazed at the presence of God that manifested, that was already there actually when we got there. And we were just hungry to get under that presence. And our lives were not the same when we left the conference, because God had healed, delivered, He had set us free, and then poured into us through Pastor Lynn Hayden's awesome teaching. And I thank God for that. I thank God for that. And so I did go to a retreat last year. I've been following Pastor Lynn, and I went to a retreat last year, or year before last, I'm sorry. And the same thing. It's amazing how consistent her ministry is. And I believe that's why God has drawn me to this ministry, because it's such amazing consistency. Her teachings, her impartation, her ability to show what God is able to do with a vessel that is yielded, presenting their bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is our reasonable service. And so I'm grateful. I thank God for this 10-month journey. I thank God for each woman. I thank God that I will be able to upload this video, even though I have been struggling, because technology is not my strength. But I know I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, because Paul said I could. And so I thank God for this time. I thank God for each woman listening. I thank God for those who I will meet at the various conferences, and as I'm preparing to go to at least 2 conferences, and prayerfully the graduation, prayerfully if I make it through. I'm believing God that I will. And so I thank God for each of you, and I pray that we all be encouraged and know that God has us here and that He will bring us through. Thank you for listening. We will chat and Facebook again. Thanks. Bye-bye.